Ladies, let me ask you something that might shock you. Did you know that 80% of women over 45 have zinc deficiency without even knowing it? And here's the kicker, this silent deficiency is literally shrinking your brain and stealing your memories right now, today, as you're watching this video. I'm talking about forgetting names, walking into rooms and having no idea why you're there, struggling to find the right words in conversations. If you've been brushing these moments off as just getting older, you need to hear what I'm about to tell you because low zinc levels are triggering memory loss at an alarming rate, and most doctors aren't even testing for it. Hi beautiful, I'm so glad you're here with me today. If this is your first time on my channel, I want you to know this is your safe space for natural health solutions that actually work. I've spent decades researching how we can age gracefully and keep our minds sharp without relying on medications that come with scary side effects. So please, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now because I share science-backed, natural strategies every week that can literally change your life. Your future self will thank you for taking this one small step today. Now, let me tell you why this zinc conversation is so urgent. We're living in a time when Alzheimer's and dementia cases are skyrocketing, especially among women. In fact, women are twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's as men, and we're not talking about genetics here, we're talking about preventable nutritional deficiencies that are robbing us of our most precious asset, our minds. But here's what gives me hope. Recent research shows that when we address zinc deficiency early, we can actually reverse memory decline and protect our brains for decades to come. You see, zinc is like the master key that unlocks your brain's ability to form new memories and maintain old ones. Think of your brain like a beautiful garden, and zinc is the essential nutrient that keeps the soil fertile. Without enough zinc, your brain cells literally start to wither, connections break down, and those precious memories begin to fade. But when you give your brain the zinc it craves, it's like turning on a sprinkler system in a drought, everything comes back to life. Let me share something that happened to my dear friend Sarah. At 52, this brilliant woman who used to manage complex projects at work started forgetting important meetings, losing her train of thought mid-sentence, and feeling like her mind was wrapped in fog. Her doctor ran the usual tests, everything came back normal. But when we finally tested her zinc levels, they were dangerously low. Within just 6 weeks of addressing her zinc deficiency naturally, Sarah was back to her sharp, witty self. She called me crying happy tears, saying she felt like she got her brain back. Now, you might be wondering, how did we become so zinc deficient in the first place? Well, it's not your fault. Our modern world is literally depleting this crucial mineral from our bodies every single day. Stress, which let's face it, we all deal with, burns through zinc faster than a wildfire. Those gorgeous gray hairs we're getting? That's actually a sign our zinc stores are running low because zinc is essential for hair pigment. Even our morning coffee, as much as we love it, can interfere with zinc absorption. But here's where it gets really interesting. The foods that used to be rich in zinc, like meat, nuts, and grains, don't contain nearly as much as they did 50 years ago because our soil has been depleted. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how well you eat, you might still be coming up short. So how do you know if your zinc levels are stealing your memories? Well, your body is actually quite smart about giving you clues. Have you noticed white spots on your fingernails lately? That's often one of the first signs. Are cuts and scrapes taking forever to heal? Zinc deficiency. Has your sense of taste or smell become dull? Another red flag. Are you getting sick more often than you used to? Your immune system needs zinc to function properly. And here's something fascinating that most people don't realize. Zinc deficiency doesn't just affect your memory, it affects your mood too. Remember how Sarah mentioned feeling foggy? That wasn't just memory loss. That was her brain struggling to produce the neurotransmitters that keep us feeling balanced and happy. Low zinc can make you feel anxious, depressed, and emotionally unstable, which then creates more stress, which burns through even more zinc. It's a vicious cycle. But I have wonderful news for you. Unlike some aspects of aging that we can't control, zinc deficiency is completely reversible. And the best part? You can start seeing improvements in just weeks, not months or years. I've watched women in their 60s and 70s regain mental clarity they thought was gone forever, simply by giving their brains the zinc they were desperately craving. Now, before you run out and buy the first zinc supplement you see, let me share some insider knowledge that can make all the difference. Not all zinc supplements are created equal. In fact, some forms of zinc are barely absorbed by your body at all. It's like trying to water a plant with a closed bottle. The water is there, but it's not getting where it needs to go. The form of zinc that your brain loves most is called zinc bisglycinate. This is zinc that's been attached to the amino acid glycine, which acts like a VIP escort, making sure the zinc gets absorbed properly. You want to look for this specific form because it's gentle on your stomach and has the highest absorption rate. Most drugstore zinc supplements use zinc oxide or zinc sulfate, which can cause nausea and aren't well absorbed. Here's another crucial detail that could make or break your results: timing matters enormously. Zinc competes with other minerals for absorption, especially calcium and iron. So if you're taking your zinc with your morning coffee and calcium-fortified orange juice, you're basically wasting your money. The best time to take zinc is either on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, or at least 2 hours away from any meals or other supplements. But supplements are just one piece of the puzzle. Your body also needs certain nutrients to properly use zinc once it gets absorbed. Think of zinc like a key, but you also need the right lock for it to work. Vitamin B6 is like zinc's best friend. They work together to support brain function and memory formation. Foods rich in B6 include wild-caught salmon, organic chicken, and avocados. And here's something beautiful about natural healing: when you start nourishing your body properly, everything starts working better together. As your zinc levels improve, you'll likely notice your sleep getting deeper and more restorative. Better sleep means better memory consolidation. That's when your brain takes all the information from the day and files it away properly. It's like having a super efficient filing system instead of papers scattered everywhere. Speaking of sleep, let me share another zinc secret that most people don't know. Zinc plays a crucial role in regulating your circadian rhythm, your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. When zinc levels are low, many women find themselves lying awake at 2 a.m. with racing thoughts, then feeling exhausted and forgetful the next day. But when zinc levels are optimized, sleep becomes more natural and refreshing. Now, I want to address something important. If you're thinking, this sounds too simple to be true, I understand that skepticism. We've been conditioned to believe that memory loss and brain fog are just inevitable parts of aging. But science is showing us something completely different. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 3,000 adults for 5 years and found that those with the highest zinc levels had significantly better memory and cognitive function, regardless of age. Another study that absolutely blew my mind showed that when older adults with mild memory problems were given zinc supplementation for just 12 weeks, their memory test scores improved by 35%. 35%. That's the difference between forgetting your grandchild's birthday and remembering not just the date, but what gift you bought them last year. But let me be completely honest with you about something. While zinc is incredibly powerful for protecting and restoring memory, it works best as part of a holistic approach. Think of your brain health like a beautiful symphony. Zinc might be the star violinist, but it needs the whole orchestra to create something magical. This means paying attention to other brain-loving nutrients too. Omega-3 fatty acids from wild-caught fish or high-quality fish oil help build healthy brain cell membranes. Antioxidants from colorful berries protect against the oxidative stress that accelerates brain aging. And magnesium, zinc's mineral cousin, helps calm an overactive nervous system and supports deep, restorative sleep. Your lifestyle choices matter enormously too. Regular movement doesn't just keep your body strong, it literally grows new brain cells. Even a 20-minute walk in nature can boost memory and concentration. Managing stress through practices like deep breathing, meditation, or simply spending time doing things you love protects your brain from the inflammatory damage that contributes to memory loss. And here's something I find absolutely fascinating. Your gut health directly impacts your brain health through what scientists call the gut-brain axis. When your digestive system is inflamed or imbalanced, it affects your brain's ability to function optimally. This is why addressing zinc deficiency often improves not just memory, but overall mental clarity and emotional stability. The foods you eat matter too, of course. Beyond supplementation, you can support healthy zinc levels by including grass-fed beef, pastured eggs, pumpkin seeds, and hemp hearts in your diet. But remember, even with perfect eating, most of us still need targeted supplementation to achieve optimal levels in our toxic, high-stress modern world. I want to share one more story that gives me chills every time I think about it. My client Margaret came to me at 67, convinced she was developing dementia like her mother had. She couldn't remember conversations from the day before, was getting lost driving to familiar places, and was terrified about her future. Her adult children were starting to have serious conversations about her independence. We tested Margaret's nutrient levels and found severe deficiencies in zinc, along with B vitamins and vitamin D. Instead of accepting memory loss as inevitable, we created a comprehensive natural protocol focusing on these key nutrients, plus gentle detoxification support and stress management techniques. 6 months later, Margaret called me sobbing with joy. She had just returned from a solo trip to visit her sister across the country, something she thought she'd never be able to do again. Her memory was not just restored, it was better than it had been in years. She was learning new recipes, remembering names and faces, and feeling confident and independent again. Her children went from worried to amazed. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true. How do I know this will work for me? And that's a fair question. The truth is, every woman's body is unique, and what works beautifully for one person might need to be adjusted for another. This is why I always recommend working with a healthcare provider who understands nutritional medicine and can help you create a personalized approach. But here's what I can tell you with absolute certainty: doing nothing guarantees that things will only get worse. Memory loss, brain fog, and cognitive decline are not inevitable parts of aging. They're often signs that your amazing body is asking for specific nutrients and support that it's not getting. The research is crystal clear on this. A comprehensive review published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease analyzed dozens of studies on nutrition and cognitive function. The researchers concluded that addressing nutritional deficiencies, particularly zinc, B vitamins, and omega-3s, could prevent or even reverse cognitive decline in up to 70% of cases. 70%. That means 7 out of 10 women experiencing memory problems could see significant improvement simply by giving their brains the nutrients they're craving. Those are odds I'm willing to bet on, especially when the approach is safe, natural, and supports overall health in so many other ways. If you're ready to take action, start with getting proper testing. Don't let anyone tell you that memory loss is just part of getting older until you've ruled out nutritional deficiencies. A simple blood test can reveal your zinc status, along with other crucial nutrients that impact brain health. While you're waiting for test results, you can start supporting your brain naturally right away. Begin with a high-quality zinc bisglycinate supplement, taken on an empty stomach or away from other nutrients. Add in brain-loving foods like wild-caught salmon, organic berries, and leafy greens. Prioritize sleep and stress management. Your brain literally heals and regenerates during deep sleep. And please, be patient with yourself. Your brain didn't become deficient overnight, and it won't heal overnight either. But with consistent, loving care, you can absolutely reclaim your mental clarity and protect your precious memories for decades to come. Before you go, I want you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'm committed to sharing more natural, science-based solutions that can transform your health. Your brain, your body, and your future self deserve this investment. And speaking of protecting your precious mind, Wait until you hear about the vitamin that recent research shows may cut Alzheimer's risk by an incredible 40%. This isn't some expensive experimental treatment, it's an affordable nutrient that you might already have in your medicine cabinet, but you're probably not taking nearly enough of it. The latest studies are absolutely groundbreaking, and I can't wait to share exactly how this vitamin works to shield your brain from cognitive decline. Click on the next video to discover which vitamin could be your brain's best protection against Alzheimer's disease.